I am aware that I look a little bit nutty, but I kind of like that. Ooh, look at my skin though, it's all glowing and stuff. Yes, I actually quite like this little clip here that I have in the side of my hair. So anyways, that's enough of that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Latoya and I would love to have you be a part of my ever-growing band of misfit toys. In today's video, the foundation series continues. I know. There has been literally so many foundations coming out that I can't wrap my mind around it. It's really intense. However, I am really liking the experience because I've tried a few different foundations by now, and most of them I liked. A couple of them were just a little bit, I'm not sure. I have to still give them a try, but yeah, we continue this series. In this episode, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be adding in bits of new makeup to kind of spice it up, make it a little bit more fun. Of course, I'm going to be doing a wear test. I want to talk to you for a second. While I've been doing this series, I have come to a really sad realization. When I get a new foundation, I obviously research it so that I could give you guys some information, so I know some information as to how to like prep my skin and everything like that. And I also go through YouTube and type in the foundation to see how many reviews there are. I don't generally watch the reviews because I don't want to go in with any kind of preconceived notion about the foundation. I want to have my own honest, authentic, raw opinion about the foundation, but I do check to see the amount of reviews that are there just out of curiosity, like title names and stuff like that. And I have found that there are not very many women of color or people of color, specifically my complexion and deeper, that are reviewing these foundations. And that was really hard for me because yeah, brands are being more inclusive and things like that, but as far as YouTube goes, there's not much representation of people of color, like I said, my complexion or deeper, that have videos to represent them. And I really wonder why that is. I don't know if it's maybe a price point issue or smaller content creators of color aren't getting PR and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it is disappointing and discouraging. And I was wondering maybe are people getting lost in the shuffle? But I scroll through and I scroll through and these people just don't exist. Or if they do exist, they are being hidden. I really don't know. However, I feel like when I was watching YouTube videos, there was a lack of that. And then I found that there were more influencers that were people of color, but there were only a handful, and there's still only a handful, whether they be really large influencers or smaller content creators. With that said, because of that lack of representation, I even more so want to continue this journey, not only with foundation, but with makeup in general, because I feel that it's necessary for someone out there younger than me or my age can find videos that they can reference and say, okay, well, I'm her skin tone, so this foundation will work for me, or I'm her skin tone and I'm her skin type, or I know that I need to go a shade lighter than her or a shade darker than her, or a couple one way or the other. And yeah, just have that as a reference point. So yeah, I've done enough talking. Let's get into this video. This is a foundation review video. However, like I said, I'm also going to be trying new bits of makeup. I don't want to set myself up for failure, so I'm going to go in with the eyes first, respectfully. For that, I'm going to be going in with this. I'm sure everyone has seen it by now because it's been out for quite some time. It's a new palette collaboration with Jackie Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a really nice faux snake, crocodile, alligator type of packaging, and it is like a I don't know, duochrome type of situation. It's really nice. It has her initials, I believe, with a heart on top and kind of like rose goldish writing with Anastasia Beverly Hills at the bottom. It has the typical mirror, of course, and there is a brush that comes in here. I take them out because they just fall anyways, and I don't tend to use them. There are 14 shades in this palette, and I believe that is typical now for the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. As you can see, mine is used. I've been using it for a while, and I actually really like it. The transition colors are really amazing on my skin tone. I find that with other palettes, the transition colors are nice, but they don't have quite as much of an impact as they could if they had more pigment, and these definitely do, and I am super pleased with that. I am almost hitting pan on one of the shades actually, which is just like, oh my god. I hope they come out with singles or something, or maybe I'll have to get another palette. I don't know. I think it is limited edition. I will put pricing on the screen because I don't know anything about that. And as far as like weight and stuff, I don't think about that when I buy eyeshadows. I just think about whether or not I like the color story or not. You know what I mean? Do you feel me with that? Anyways, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but first, priming the lids. I don't have anything new to prime the lids. I'm just gonna go in with this. It is my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Butterscotch. I'm gonna take a spoolie, I'm gonna brush up my brows, and then I'm going to take a flat brush, it's a concealer brush, and I'm going to apply ever so precisely. Kind of carving out my brow. Okay, I put that concealer on and I set it with this powder by MAC. It's the Studio Fix Powder Foundation in the shade C6. And now I'm going to go in with a palette, and my favorite shade, which is Ginger, is about to hit pan. Do you see that? Oh my god. I'm going to go in with the shade Ginger. I'm going to grab this 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush by Zoeva. That's what it looks like. It is basically like any other brush that you could get from any other makeup company. It's modeled off of the MAC 227 brush. I'm going to dip in the shadow, tap off the excess, because there is quite a bit of fallout when I use that Ginger shade. But in any case, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here, but I do know that I want Ginger to be the base of what I do. I'm just gonna run it through my crease, and I'm gonna go like up that way. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe, so you're just gonna have to watch where I'm going. And I'm doing this for my eye shade because my eyes have changed over the years, and I don't even recognize them sometimes. I'm just like, okay, I can't do that anymore, thank you so much. Oh, age. I almost said old age, but it's not old age. I'm only 36. Like, I'm not even gonna try to play myself like that. And that's another thing. Age is like such a big thing, and the reality of the matter is that there's no book on how to be a certain age. Where are these rules that say, you know, at X amount of age, you have to do this, this, and that, or you can no longer do this, you can't wear this, you can't wear that, you can't have this type of makeup. No, just no. I was one of those young and judgmental people, I guess, where I was just like, yeah, at this age you shouldn't be doing whatever. But as you grow older, you're just like, how am I supposed to be this age? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, what are off limits? Like, you don't know how to navigate that. You kind of have to learn as you go, just with anything else. So don't beat yourself up for not doing certain things or getting things wrong, because you're always going to get things wrong no matter what point in life you're at. You know what I mean? It's just that with age comes a little bit more understanding and experience. Anyways, back to this eyeshadow. I know it's just getting kind of deep. So blend until your hand falls off. You've all heard that before, I'm sure. So this is what we're looking like right here. You see how I kind of like sloped up? So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna bring a little bit more down into here. I'm gonna extend it kind of to the bridge of my nose. And I'm feeling that right now. I just love how that looks. So now, to deepen it up a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the shade Credit. Did I show Ginger and Credit? Hold please. So that's Ginger, that's the first shade I went in with. And now I'm gonna go in with Credit, which is that deep brown shade right there. Credit is my, I guess, second favorite color. It's just, they're just really great colors, and I appreciate them, to be honest. Just a little bit more blending before I go in with Credit. I wasn't sure if I wanted this to be daytime or not, but let's add some Credit. Try to use a good amount of colors. Credit is a really nice brown, so I'm just going to go in here into the outer corner. Outer V. Well, it's not a V because I'm doing it in like a circular shade. Shade. I'm doing it in a circular shape, so I'm using that same 227 brush, because to be honest, recently I have been using like a million brushes, and I have a ton of brushes that I need to wash, and it's like my least favorite thing to do, so I need to do better as far as using my brushes go. And I'm glad that I don't have to use these shades with a wet base. Like, that has been the new thing as of late, like putting on your makeup with a wet base, and not everyone, like the everyday person that's wearing makeup, has time to do that or learn how to do that. And yeah, so I'm glad that I can set my eye base and still be able to get the payoff that I want. So, you know, blend, blend, blend till your arm falls off. Oh, God. This is really intense, to be honest. This might be a long video, but I'm trying to be informative here. So now, this is what it's looking like. What do we think? Good? Now we need a lid color. There are really a bunch of nice lid colors in this. We have a purple one, kind of like a pinky, I don't know, one that looks like Blue Brown Pigment by MAC or Club by MAC. Also gold shade, a more gunmetal shade, and a couple of gold pinky shades. And then you have the matte colors, which is purple, a pink, and so on. So, I don't know where I want to go with this. I kind of feel like everyone uses this shade right here, and that's called Wigglies. And I was thinking that maybe I wanted to use this shade right here. What is that called? Sponsored. However, I don't know. Or do I just go for like classic kind of daytime and use this shade over here, which is called Soleil. Let's see. Let's swatch them really quick. How about that? So up first is Soleil. That's really pretty. Wigglies I've used before. It's really, really nice. Ooh. Wigglies. Or Sponsored. Look at those colors. How gorgeous are they? Let's try one more Lituation? I don't know, whatever. And that's like the gunmetal shade. So what are we feeling? I think I'm gonna go in with Wigglies because I really do like it. So yeah, let's get a brush to apply that. Do I have any clean brushes to apply that? I went and retrieved the brush that I need, and it is a brush by Smith Cosmetics. It is the 253. That's what it looks like. It is an arrowhead type of brush. So let's go in with this Wigglies color. See how this goes. Can we see? Look at the pigmentation. That is amazing. It is insane. It is beautiful. I just love these rich jewel tones, especially for my complexion. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? And I did not wet my brush or anything, and that payoff is like in your face, you know? I'm kind of making a faux cut crease, if you will, because I'm not trying to do a real cut crease. It just is too much. And I'm going to build this up just a little bit. So that's what we're looking like right now. How pretty is that? Isn't that so nice? Okay, so I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and I'm also going to put on my lashes because that's one of my biggest struggles, doing my lashes on camera. I'm going to go in with these lashes by Huda Beauty. They are the Samantha oh, they're upside down. They're the Samantha No. 7 lashes. Oh, that's a better look at them. They're nice and wispy. They are synthetic, so cruelty-free and all that stuff. And yeah, I will be right back. It's time for foundation. As I said, I am using the new foundation by Doseofcolors. It is the Meet Your Hue foundation. It's their first foundation. It is a frosted glass bottle. It has a really nice weight to it. I appreciate that. It has a pump. You know that's my thing. I don't want to be pouring out foundation unless I want to, and I additionally do not want to spend extra money on a pump. So that's good. Let me give you a little bit of information about this foundation. It has 42 shades. It is broken down into 6 different categories: fair, light, light medium, medium tan, dark, and deep. It is a standard 30 ml or 1 fluid ounce, and it costs $36. This foundation also came out with a sponge, but I'm not in the market for any new sponges, especially at a $15 price point. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm kind of good on that. So I'll be using my own sponge. And the sponge that I'm going to be using, I actually just purchased from Target. They were 2 for $7. They're by Sonia Kashuk. These have an interesting texture. They're super bouncy and they feel more substantial than like a beauty blender, and it also has kind of like almost a flat bottom but a little tiny bit rounded, and it is huge when you wet it. Crazy. I'm going to give you a little bit more information about this foundation as far as how it wears, coverage, etc. It is a medium to full coverage formula. Love that because I'm a full coverage kind of chick. It claims to be high pigment, natural matte finish. I like matte finish. Buildable, lightweight, long wear, and delivers a blurring effect which reduces the appearance of fine lines and skin imperfections. It's also vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, oil and mineral oil, and fragrance-free. Why didn't you guys tell me that my shirt was wonky? Anyways, I'm going to be going into this with, as I said, my Sonia Kashuk sponge, and I'm going to put, I'm in the shade 130 dark, and I have all my other foundation references in the description box down below. About that, I've been saying description bar. Is it description bar or is it description box? Surely it's box, but I feel like, where did I get bar from? Anyways, I'm gonna start, I have to prime my face. What is going on? So I have something else new that I want to try out, and it is super duper pricey. The price of this is takes your breath away. It is this Sisley primer right here. It's a little hard to see, so I'll try to put a cutaway. It is the double Tenseur instant and long-term, and that's all it says. Okay, by Sisley Paris. It is 30 mils, 1 fluid ounce. I believe it retails for $192. Yeah, if you saw my Germany haul, I will link it above. I got this over there and it was considerably cheaper, but still expensive. Made in France. Let's read a little bit about the claims really quickly. It is lifting skincare with botanical extracts, which is effective both immediately and in the long term. An instant tightening mesh on the skin for features that appear lifted. An in-depth strengthening of the skin's firming capacity for more toned skin. Apply over your daily skincare or to touch up during the day for an instant beauty boost. So, I'm going to be using this primer on the left side of my face. I'm going to prime how I usually prime on the right side of my face, which is going to be with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector, as well as the Winky Luxe Whipped Cream Primer. That's what it looks like right there. So I'm gonna prime my face and I'll be right back. I was gonna prime my face off camera, however, I think I should do it on camera because, especially for this, because it's a new product. So I'm gonna take a half a pump since I'm doing, ooh, okay. That's what it looks like right there. It's on the runny side. People swear by this, so hopefully it's everything that it says it is. Oh, I like the smell of that. It smells like wealth. I know, but it really smells nice and kind of florally, and it's not overwhelming like a lot of other products that I have used. So for example, the Huda Beauty primer, that one knocked me out pretty much. So let's get that all in there. Let's use every little bit. Is my skin lifted? Is it tightened? Is it new skin? The foundation isn't applying itself yet. That's what this primer should be doing for that price anyways. It is tacky. And apparently tacky primers are good for applying foundation to make it adhere better, so we will see. And on this side, I'm going to be putting the Becca Evermatte and a touch of the Winky Luxe primer. It's so creamy. It's not really silicone-y, but it kind of a little bit gives that off. My skin is nice and primed and I'm ready to apply this foundation. I'm gonna go in on the Sisley side first, and yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna put 1 pump on my hand and I'm gonna dot that on my face just a bit. Of course I have to go down the neck, and let's see how that goes. Let me get a mirror in here. What do we think of that color? This sponge is like a big pillow on my face. It might be a little bit, no. Oh wait, the color looks so orange in my mirror, but honestly, yeah, it looks super orange. I don't know. This looks like a pretty good color match. I'm feeling that. So now I'm gonna go in, of course, on the side where I use my regular primer. That's the Becca and the Winky Luxe. Of course I have to go down my neck to blend so I don't look crazy. You're not gonna have me out on these streets slipping. I'll show you what both sides look like when I'm finished, but so far it's applying great, honestly. Alright, so this is what the foundation is looking like. It is coming across so differently in the mirror and in the camera. I'm not sure if this is lighting or what. This is the side with the Sisley primer that didn't end up applying the foundation for me. I still had to do that myself. And this is with my regular primers, the Becca Ever Matte and the Winky Luxe. Let's see, should we get a little bit closer so that you can see? Yes. This is the Sisley side. It's looking really good. My skin looks like perfection, to be honest. And then this is the Becca Ever Matte and Winky Luxe side, and it also looks really good. So we're just gonna have to see as the day goes on and I do my wear test. I'm going back out. Concealer time. I'm gonna go for the Juvia's Place. I've only tried it a couple of times and I want to give it some more wear to see really how much I like it, to get back to you guys in a further video about how I like products that I have tried with you guys. So I'm gonna go in with that. I'm in the shade 12. This is a pretty good color. Usually I go super duper bright, which is not always the best thing. Concealer is secured. I'm going in with setting powder. Now that we have the concealer situated, I need to get underneath my eyes before they start looking crazy. I'm using a newer setting powder that I've only used a few times as well. It's the new one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's their loose setting powder in the shade Deep Peach. Really nice color. No baking for me. You know the deal. I'll also leave a card for my ABH Luminous foundation with this setting powder review, so you guys could go check that out. I don't know how people use all their nice clothing when they film, because I am a literal mess. I just get makeup everywhere. Okay, nice. For setting powder, I'm not gonna go too crazy and use something that I don't usually use. So I'm gonna go in with my trusty Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation in the shade Y505. Have my brush here. Let's go in and sweep that all over the face. This is a newbie too, but it hits. I really do like it. For bronzer, I'm going in with a Sleeper Cell. It is my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Take a look at this. I'm not really into drugstore, and look, I have hit ultimate pan on this. That's how much I love this bronzer. So I'm gonna be going in with a big fluffy brush for that. This is so pretty. Look at that tone though. How gorgeous is that? Honestly. Nice. Nice. I'm back. I finished the rest of my face off camera. There was a new brow product that I wanted to use, but I just didn't want to take any chances because I want to go out, and brows can make or break your makeup look. So I decided to pass on that. I will probably do a smaller video about that. It's the Fenty brow product that they came out with. I didn't have a new lip product or highlighter, so I just used what I usually use. And I will list everything in the description bar or box down below. Let me know about that. What is it? Description box, description bar. Anyways, this is how my makeup is looking. That is the Sisley side. That is my regular primer side, Becca Ever Matte and Winky Luxe Whipped Cream Primer or Whipped Primer. And yeah, I'm going for, I guess, like a monochromatic look. I even have blush on. I don't often use blush, but I felt in the mood. I'm wearing a blue shirt. I'm not wearing my signature black. Like, who am I? What's going on right now? Are we in the Twilight Zone? Alternate universe? The upside down? Let me know. So I'm gonna go about my day because I do want to do a wear test. It has been about an hour since I applied this foundation, and I like have the attention span of a gnat sometimes, so that's why I needed to finish my makeup off camera so that I could just and come back to you guys so that I can get a decent wear test in. So at the moment, it is late. Can you see that? It is 5:52. almost 6 o'clock, so it's looking like I'm gonna be staying up till around midnight because I want to get at least 6 hours wear. And if I don't get the complete wear test that I want in this particular video, then I'll probably wear it again tomorrow and wear it longer and show clips and such. So I will see you when I return for my check-in. I am back and this is my check-in. It is, hold on a moment. Can you see that? It is 12:38 and that puts it about at 6.5 hours since I showed you my phone the first time, but I had it on for an hour before that, so it's about 7.5 hours of wear, which I think is pretty good. So we're gonna compare. So this, you know what? Let me zoom you guys in. Oh wow, that is up close and personal. Okay, so let's compare sides. This side of my normal priming with the Becca Evermatte and the Winky Luxe is considerably oilier. You see that? Wow, that is a lot going on there. Then this side, which was with the Sisley primer. This could be an expensive habit because $200 for an ounce? I just don't know. I'm gonna have to use that sparingly on days where I need complete bulletproof makeup. I really didn't think that it was going to act as, hold on a second, going right back out. Much better. I really didn't think that it was going to mattify. I didn't even know what I thought actually because I hadn't really looked it up before. I just knew that people were raving about it and I was like, I have to get it because FOMO and all that. Anyways, so that's how it's looking like. You could fry an egg on this side, and on this side we're going really strong. The foundation is matte. It gave me full coverage, which I want and need because that's just the type of chick that I am. And yeah, I like it. I like the color. I like the finish. I'm gonna have to work on the priming. It looks like the Becca Evermatte isn't working for me anymore, or maybe mixing that with the Winky Luxe one isn't working. I'm not too sure, but I will sort that out. I will continue to wear this foundation and try different ways of wearing it. It did feel quite humid here today in New York. I don't know why I'm looking outside. It is pitch black. It's not like I can see anything. Wait, let's see how this foundation is if you touch it up. If it gets all like funny. I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in 3 Dark. It's the darkest shade. They only have 3 shades. Let's look in this little mirror here. A little bit on my eyebrows, a little bit down my nose, a little bit on my chin. Okay. I'm matte again, and it doesn't, it hasn't caked up or anything like that. It hasn't changed up, nothing rubbed off or went weird or broke up on my skin or settled into my pores, which is really good. It really stayed good and it looks refreshed now that I have put on a little bit of powder. So that is the end of this video, and if you have made it this far, I have a surprise for you. I'm going to be giving away one of these bad boys to one of you lucky people. It is the palette that I used today on my eyes, which I told you I loved. The eyeshadow wore really well, and I didn't expect it not to because I have been wearing it for a while now. It's the Jackie Aina palette in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a nice, fresh, new one. Should I open it? Yeah, I'm gonna open it. Give you a little look-see, even though you know what it looks like. But I definitely always check it before I send anything out. This is the palette. So yeah. One of you lucky people will be winning this, and I'm gonna leave all of the rules and stuff in the description bar down below. It's probably gonna be some form that you have to fill out in addition with a couple of other things. Why not open it internationally? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea because not everyone, I don't think, can get their hands on this. And yeah, like I said, the rules are going to be down below in the description bar, description box. I don't know. But yeah, that is all I have for today. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Are you watching my video right now? Have you been watching my videos? Then you should subscribe if you're not already. The button is down here. Click the notification bell as well and hit all so that you'll be notified when I upload my next video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.